The most Sam thing just happened a second ago. And I'll share the story with Evan, which he already knows about it because I just told him a moment ago.
Is there more to it, or is
no?
It
no, I'm just telling it to the audience now.
Okay.
Chat. Okay. Actually, I'll give a little more context. Hold on.
Okay. All
right. The time was like 8:10. I stream in 20 minutes. I got ready, got the cameras working, got everything working. I'm like, you know what? I didn't eat yet. And I don't feel like having dinner at like 11. So it's like, I'm going to go make food real quick. So I did. I warmed up spaghetti, right? I was eating said spaghetti. Well, first off, I was making it, which doesn't take long. Because the sauce was already done. I just need to make the noodles. Oh my god. It's like almost embarrassing how stupid this is. I realized, oh shit, that took a lot longer than I thought. It's 8:25. So I put a bowl of spaghetti. I'm sitting down right here. It's about 8:30 now. So I'm eating as I'm watching everyone in the chat call me a bitch and tell me I'm late. Okay? But I watch every single one of you when you guys say that. I'm sitting here, just watching and eating as you guys are doing that. I didn't choke or anything. I simply was just rushing to eat because it's like I got to stream. So I'm rushing to eat. Long story short, bro has the worst ADHD. What are you talking about, man? What are you I know I do. Just hold on.
Are you saying it's the chat's fault? Is that what you're saying? That
No, it's not. But I was rushing because I wanted to. I'm like, fuck, it's 8:32 now. I need to get on stream. I'm not eating like fast. I'm just eating like, well, I'm eating fast, but I'm not like, choking myself.
Well, obviously you did.
I finish eating and suddenly tomato sauce, not blood, tomato sauce is coming out of my nose. I was like, what the fuck? So
wait, did it just gently come out? You didn't sneeze or anything?
No, it just started like gently, like a little like drip.
What
and I'm
the
like,
hell?
yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then I blow my nose,
what the fuck?
and it's just tomato sauce, and I'm like,
no way.
what the fuck? So that's why I'm late.
There's like a hole in your head or some shit. What's going on?
I don't know how I did it. And then at that point, I felt the burn. I'm like, why is there tomato sauce in my nose?
This is what happens when you eat Prego.
So now it was not Prego, it was Rayo's.
Oh, okay.
So I went upstairs and I washed my face and my nose, and I'm back here 5 minutes late about, right? Oh, fuck, way more than 5 minutes. Whatever. Yeah. So, with tomato sauce in my brain, I think I'm ready to talk about Sonic. Let me, can I not? What? Why are you... Don't do this. I actually had it set up. It was all good. It was ready.
Wait, it won't play?
No, hold on.
I can't stop thinking about your story because I thought you sneezed.
I didn't. No, I just...
You're like a part of your mouth is like leaking into your nose. Like,
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh my what the heck? Wait, just before I started, my capture was totally fine, and now it's doing that thing where it's capturing the wrong screen. Why?
Damn.
What did I do to fix the problem? I don't remember. We're gonna watch the Good Vibe game. I guess I should clarify what we're doing today. We're not talking about my story about eating spaghetti. We're going to watch the interview Good Vibes Gaming did with Takashi Iizuka. There's a new interview. I did not watch it. I avoided it because I wasn't able to stream yesterday. And I know the biggest thing I heard, which me and Evan were talking about it just before, was the whole like apparently he wants to make an RPG at some point, which is like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like interested in this interview. When I'm able to Wait, I think I know what fixed the problem last time. I know what fixed the problem last time. Yeah. Let me do this. I gotta unplug this HDMI. Things might get shifted around. Hold on. Ugh. There we go. All right. I'm still good. I'm still there. All right.
You really never know what's gonna happen on a Sam stream.
You really don't.
There's always something going on.
Tomato sauce. No one ever expects that one.
You don't know if he's gonna be on time.
Dead, dying.
What story he's gonna have.
Oh my god, there it is. I fixed it. I told you, man. I know how to fix it. There we go. All right. That's done. Alrighty, we're locked in. We're ready. Okay. Is it screen sharing to you still, Evan? We're still good?
Yep.
Okay, so this is an interview from Good Vibes Gaming. I put them in the description. So make sure you guys watch the OG, because if you wanted to watch this uninterrupted, I got bad news for you. This is a commentary, so I'm going to be pausing constantly and talking about it. Sam, your mic quality sounds kind of low. My mic sounds low? Am I quiet, or is it the quality? What you mean by that? My mic quality sounds low? What do you mean by the quality?
The quality of your person, Sam. He's just saying you are low quality.
I hope not.
Damn.
You sound fine? Oh, that's just me. No, you're right, actually, Evan. I guess he is talking about me. All right.
Damn, what the fuck?
All right, here we go.
Hey, everybody.
Wait, what? Oh my god, am I immediately lagging? Am I okay?
What?
Nothing, I just got a
I can see what I'm watching too.
Alert from YouTube. There's no fucking way. Right out of the gate. There's no way we start this way.
I'll try. It looks fine for me right now.
We're live. Good. All right. Whatever.
I'm on HD as well.
Hey everybody, Ash here today to bring you something especially exciting. An interview with the one and only head of Sonic Team, Takashi Iizuka himself. I recently got to sit down with him in person at Summer Game Fest Playdays to ask him questions about various topics, chief among them being the upcoming Sonic X Shadow Generations. I was also able to include a couple of questions submitted by GVG community members toward the end, so make sure to stick around for those too. Now, the way this will work for this video is that I will be asking our questions, as I did for the actual interview, and my compatriot Steve will be answering them, speaking as Iizuka-san through his translator. Please note that responses have been slightly edited for clarity and length. Enjoy!
Alrighty. Oh my god, we got a cast remote?
First of all, Iizuka-san, thank you so much for chatting with me today. All of us on the Good Vibes Gaming crew are big Sonic fans, and we're very excited for Sonic X Shadow Generations, so it's a genuine honor for me to be here and have the opportunity to interview you.
Thank you.
So to start, for such
holy shit, was that him? Oh my god, we missed.
What the fuck?
To be here and have the opportunity.
That's so funny.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Please tell me that continues throughout the whole video. Like the whole video. I need him keyframed, constantly sliding back and forth.
I think somebody needs to clip just that part and use it out of context.
Thank you. Yeah, every time. Like imagine like a good trailer comes out and then the comments are just thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're making it a meme. It happens right now. You heard it here first.
Sam, you should interview Iizuka. I want to! I will one day.
Damn, it's not our fault.
One day. He probably hates me. I inadvertently one time caused a line of people trying to say hi to him.
I remember that. Yeah, it was very crowded.
Yeah.
So to start, for such a popular character, Shadow has been out of the spotlight for quite a while now. He didn't even make an appearance in Sonic Frontiers, the most recent mainline title set in the modern time frame. Yep. So why now? Why is now the time to bring back Shadow and even dedicate a whole year to
the movie?
It's really Sonic Movie 3 that is bringing the spotlight to Shadow this year. We knew when they were making Movie 2 at the very end, you would see the reveal. We knew there was going to be a spotlight on Shadow at that moment. So that gave us enough time to develop a game and bring something to market in time for Movie 3. And that's what really started the idea.
That's actually so smart. So that means they started this. Well, hold on. So they probably got a heads up, obviously, right? Before the trailers. So that's actually sick, though. So that means
I was reading 2021. Was his
2021?
answer basically Sonic Movie 3?
Yeah, Sonic Movie 3 is why they're going back, focusing on Shadow, which is smart. You know, we talked about this before. One of the things I remember in one of the other interviews, you know, somebody asked him a similar question. And then I think his answer was like, oh, people wanted Generations Remastered and wanted to like add to it. And I remember saying, why didn't he just say Movie 3? Like, that's clearly the reason, just to say it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see, you know, just saying it's Movie 3. I mean, clearly that's the real reason. And there's no harm in that. That's smart. It's smart marketing. And it's smart for people that want to go know who Shadow is, you know, to have a game.
Shadow Generations.
Of all the previous titles you could have chosen to remaster for this project, why Generation specifically?
Oh, shit.
So we...
All right. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. All right, hold on. We might get
You just said this shit.
Spoke way too fucking soon. All right.
Why Generation specifically?
Yeah, why?
So we previously released Sonic Colors Ultimate, as well as Sonic Origins. And when we were releasing those remastered games, the fans were really vocal about what they wanted next. And we heard a lot of people saying, we want Generations.
Unleashed. They didn't say a Generation. They said Unleashed. I was there.
I was there.
I was there. I know what they said. Iizuka.
And by the way, this is us just joking around, by the way, because it's like the game looks great, and I don't have a problem with Generations because I love Generations. It's a great game. That being said, I genuinely will die on this hill. I don't remember a single soul asking for Generations.
It's because they don't. Because honestly, the idea of Shadow Generations is genius. They can't say that they just came up with a really good. Like the actual answer to the question is, oh, Movie 3 was coming out. We only had resources to make something small. We came up with this really good idea.
Yeah, to tie it with Generations.
It's egotistical.
Yeah.
It's egotistical to say that, right? So you can't say it, but that's actually the answer. Like, it's a really good idea, so they did it.
Honestly, what I would have said would be like, yeah, we came up with the idea of a small Shadow campaign, and the Time Eater seemed to be the perfect way to do that. And since Generations has not been ported on new consoles, try to do it.
Yeah.
That being said,
no one was asking for Generations. It's just everybody was like, Unleashed, then Generations. They weren't doing it the other way.
Now that being said, I don't hate, you know, that we're getting Generations Remastered again, because I think, you know, Generations is a great game. I'll never have a problem with it being ported to new consoles, because really the way I think about it is, this is for like the Generations ports and the fact that it's being ported. I'm happy for people that only have consoles, because those people exist. I'm not one of them.
What?
I have a PC. I've had Generations all my life. I was able to run it at 4K 60 for the better part of 8 years now. So it's like, and I've had all the mods in the world. So really the Generations portion, I have no real reason to like need to play this. But I'm looking at this as a perspective of people that have consoles. People that don't have a PC, stuck on consoles, Switch, you will have Generations ported over. But it's more than a port. It's a port.
I mean, I am curious to see how Generations runs on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting.
Am I okay today, man?
What fucking happened? Whoa!
Why'd I spill coffee on my shirt? Jesus Christ, dude! I just came back home yesterday, chat, and I've not been okay since. I've just been all over the place. Ugh. This stream is sponsored by Tide to Go, by the way. All right, here we go.
An idea in our heads, and then with Sonic Movie 3 coming out, knowing we wanted to put Shadow in a game, the idea in my head was like, why don't we take Sonic Generations, remaster that, and then we can add in Shadow content to make a package bigger than what we had before. And we thought the mixing of those two things would be a really good offering for players.
Okay, so he just kind of said what I said. I just didn't continue reading.
Now, Shadow's campaign, of course, represents a new chunk of content that didn't exist in the original Sonic Generations. Story-wise, when does his new campaign take place in relation to the events of the original game?
So when you start the game, you're allowed to choose. Do you want to play Sonic Generations or Shadow Generations? In this way, they're kind of like two separate games within the package, but the package is still a Generations game.
Okay, so that right there is something that people were wondering, and I think that might confirm it right there, is how, because Shadow's running on Hedgehog Engine 2, Generations is running on Hedgehog Engine 1, I assume. So these have to be two different EXEs. These have to be two different like executables. So I'm wondering, yeah. So I assume it really is exactly how Bowser's Fury was. It was, for the most part, it was just like that.
And so Sonic Generations and
Sam, I secretly been Iizuka all along. I don't know what you're talking about, Grumble Mumble. I've never been. And Grumble Mumble, thank you again. Angel Troy, thank you for the 41 months.
They're tied to the same story. They're both part of the events encompassing Generations. And so the story starts with the Time Eater coming and kind of consuming all of time and space and creating the white space. That event happens in the Sonic Generations side of the story, and it also happens at the same time in the Shadow Generations side. So you'll see the story kind of happening in parallel for both of the games.
Okay, now here's my question, right? Or this is something that I'm wondering, chat. Shadow is in Generations. He's a boss fight. Does that mean we're going to be fighting Sonic in Generations as Shadow? And
I want it so bad.
But if that's the case, my question is, though, if that is a thing, is it going to play different? Because the Shadow portion is running on Hedgehog Engine 2. And based off what, Fidel said, it controls kind of like cyberspace. It's not, so like, I'm wondering, like, is it like, how is the boss going to be different?
Oh, yeah, it would have to be completely different.
Huh. That'd be so fire. Yeah, it would. Sonic is reliving Adventure 2 and that boss. Yeah. So that's interesting, though. So yeah, so it's happening at the same time. So I'm wondering, yeah, if the story is there, it's gonna like kind of intertwine.
Compared to the main Sonic Generations campaign, around how long should players expect the Shadow Generations campaign to be in terms of game length?
We can't really talk about all of the game at this point, but we do.
Okay, every time they say this, it worries me. Every time they say this, it worries me. I just want 2 hours, bro. Just give me 2 hours.
To say, when we talk about the action game elements of Sonic X Shadow Generations, what's kind of unique and different and interesting about the Shadow side is that the white space area has been developed with the 3D open zone format from Frontiers. And so that really allows people to run around, jump around, and play in that new white space format for a really long time, as well as jump into the stages from there.
Okay, which is super cool, by the way. So we jump into the stages from the white space in that 3D world. So there's probably gonna be like portals. Now here's the thing that like makes me laugh every time I hear this, because we describe it as like open zone, but like it's just 3D. Like the idea of Sonic characters having freedom in a 3D space is so rare. We needed to create a name for it. I just think it's funny every time I hear that. We still haven't seen a lot from the white space segment, and I'm hoping we see that soon though too, because I want to know how fleshed out is that 3D world, because all we have is that screenshot, right? And I don't know. I feel like we don't see too much in that so far, so I'm wondering what there is in store for that Adventure Hub, basically. Yeah, pretty much. I hope they don't reveal anything of that. Keep something a secret. That is true, but there's one bad thing about this Sonic guy. There's one thing, Sonic guy, and that's, by the way, that's his name, chat. I'm not calling him a Sonic guy. But listen here, Sonic guy. Do you guys remember the marketing for Generations? The original Generations? Do y'all remember that? Because I lived it. I remember it. I remember this is when I was like super hyped for Sonic. I was watching the trailers every day, refreshing the pages, checking it out. They showed everything in that game. They left zero surprises in Generations. Now, Generations was still a great time, but they showed every single thing that game had to offer. They showed every stage coming back. They showed the bosses coming back. They showed the characters that were going to be in there. They showed side quests. They showed the story. They showed everything. There was not.
Did they show the final boss?
This final boss was ass. It was ass, and that was the only thing we got.
That's the only thing they didn't show. That's so fucking annoying. God damn it.
And the boss was also it was also short as fuck. I don't know what their marketing approach for this is going to be. I really hope it's not like, let's show them everything. Like, definitely show us the good parts, but I love surprises, man. Being surprised is something I love. That's something I will say too. I think is a blessing for me, and maybe even Evan too, because like when we played Frontiers early, we got to Giganto, and this is before that stuff was revealed. And that surprise was so euphoric. I wished everyone was able to experience a surprise like that. Now, Frontiers had a fuck ton of surprises though, which is great. I really hope they maintain that. I hope there's no fucking leaks. I hope there's a good amount of surprises in this. That's all I had to say.
To focus in a bit on the new gameplay elements in Shadow Generations, can you talk a little about Shadow's new Doom powers and how those differentiate him from modern Sonic?
So, as you know, we have modern Sonic, classic Sonic, and Shadow. All three hedgehogs in one game. And Shadow is unique because he could do chaos.
Real quick. I want to mention this because I know people were pinging me about this, and I didn't talk about it because I didn't know what to make of it. There was like a screenshot of like a character next to Shadow that was like blanked out. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. There was like a thing, like like some sort of image, and people were like, "Oh my god, there's another character you get to play outside of Shadow." I have no idea what that is. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Now, on the Japanese website. Honestly though, chat, do you guys think that's just for Terios? Emerald? I think you guys are coping. There's no way.
Oh, like a whole other playable character. I don't know why people were doing that. That's kinda...
Well, no, I don't really blame them. I think that website was definitely alluded to something like that. I think it's just Terios or some shit. You know what I mean?
We've seen these websites before. You know what? I think the reason I think you and I think it's something like Terios or something is because we've seen these websites that Sega make for promotional purposes.
Yeah.
It's normally just like everybody that's in the game, like narrative.
Why is everyone saying it's Emerald? Emerald Skin. Was any of this confirmed? How the fucking out was I? Hold on.
There's just hype, bro. It spreads. People get ideas. Rumors spread, and that just so many people believe it. They think it's real. Bro, it happens.
No playable character. Hold on. I want to make
Look
sure.
at the box art, bro. Like, there's no way. Emerald would need to be like really like you'd have to build a very specific place.
This one here. This is from Cybrid. Right here. Look.
What's he saying?
This image here is what people were talking about. It's like because this one has
that confirms it.
So they're no. They're just talking about. I'm just alluding to the teaser image you're talking about. So we had modern Sonic, you had classic Sonic, and then you go over here, you have Shadow, and then you have this. Which, if you were to equate it to this, you would think, oh shit, there must be a whole separate character. This would be the funniest fucking thing. That would be the funniest. Fucking please do it.
God.
Please do it. No, do it. I'm actually no, that would be the funniest thing. If it was just classic Sonic. That is the funniest. Okay, no. Okay. But you know, I don't know what is it like coming soon. I assume it's a skin. Because if there was another playable character, I feel like that would have been marketed already. I don't think it's actually like a whole other character. So I think we should lower our expectations a bit there. And also the reason why I bring this up is because Iizuka did not mention shit about this. Like even right now. So
Shadow. All and play in
So,
that
just
new
keep that in
white
mind.
space format for a really long time, as well as jump into the stages from there.
To focus in a bit on the new gameplay elements in Shadow Generations, can you talk a little about Shadow's new Doom powers and how those differentiate him from modern Sonic?
So, as you know, we have modern Sonic, classic Sonic, and Shadow.
Exactly, right
all
there.
All three hedgehogs in
Three
one
hedgehogs.
game. And Shadow is unique because he could do chaos control, which is unique to him and something Sonic can't do. But when we look at some of his other
Wait, what?
Okay, I'm not going to be I was about to look up Sonic Chaos Control Scene. Okay, I know what he means by that. He means gameplay-wise, not actually, like, in terms of, like, powers. Sonic can't do that. I was just saying.
Shadow Generations.
I'm gonna let myself. I'm sorry. That was me.
Powers and how those differentiate him from modern Sonic.
So, as you know,
that was me. I'm sorry. He means in game, in gameplay.
Iizuka is a Shadow fanboy. I don't even think he likes Sonic. Not gonna lie.
The face of someone that hates Sonic.
Do chaos control, which is unique to him and something Sonic can't do. But when we look at some of his other gameplay, a lot of it is very similar to the modern Sonic gameplay of running and jumping and platforming, and we thought it may be a little too similar if the Shadow content wasn't differentiated enough. So we really wanted to make something new and interesting, and that's where the Doom powers kind of came into fruition. We wanted to have Shadow do something else Sonic couldn't do. We wanted to make Shadow be able to perform new actions that neither classic Sonic nor modern Sonic could, and be able to design Shadow's levels in a way that he's able to use these new abilities, as well as chaos control, to get through each act.
That is something.
Be a mistranslation.
What do you mean?
It could be a mistranslation, right? It could be that he said he wouldn't do it because the reality is Sonic can. He just wouldn't.
Well, I don't think
it.
it's a mistranslation. It's he's alluding to gameplay, not character abilities. That's why I like backed up. I'm like, wait, yeah, Sonic can totally do chaos control, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm an idiot.
You're a fanboy.
I'm an idiot that has tomato sauce coming out of his nose. That he means gameplay. But no, I was gonna say here, which is the part that I've been saying based on the gameplay we saw with the arc so far. The gameplay element of Shadow's chaos control powers is so fucking cool, and that can do so well with really good level design, because those powers can dictate a path you take, and you can kind of get creative on using enemies as like platforms and such to take higher paths that we've seen in the arc. So this is something I am super excited for, and I'm really hoping the level design stays consistent throughout any other level.
So you do feel like you're playing a Generations game, but you're getting a new Generations experience from the Shadow side.
The original Sonic Generations has a certain gameplay dichotomy between each level's Act 1 and Act 2, where the Act 1s are classic Sonic levels and the Act 2s are for modern Sonic. But there is no classic Shadow, so I'm curious. How are the Act 1s and Act 2s differentiated in Shadow Generations?
That's a good question.
Even though there's no classic Shadow character that exists, there's a difference between each level's two acts in Sonic Generations, where the first one is a 2D side-scrolling level, versus Act 2 being a 3D running level. And we wanted to apply the same design mentality to the Shadow content to make sure that when you put each pair of his acts together, they really feel unified.
Okay, wait, so Act 1 or Act... So one is 2D, one is 3D. But Act 1 is 2D? So were we looking at Act 2 of the arc? Okay.
So
either way, yeah, Act 2 or Shadow Wing, yeah. So yeah, so it looks like we're gonna be getting 2D in Shadow as well, which we already saw for Kingdom Valley in the trailer, but yeah. So
no escape. Is that
no escape. I get, look, I don't hate 2D. But I get it. I get why people are like when they hear that they're going to be playing 2D. I understand why people will kind of take a sigh at that. And I think the main reason is because we've been so deprived of well-made 3D levels for so long. And because the 3D in this game looks so good, we really just want to enjoy those 3D moments. Now, that being said, I really don't have a problem with 2D at all, as long as they're well designed. At the end of the day, it really comes down to design, like level design and replayability. Because I love Unleashed. I love Generations. And those have great 2D segments. I have zero problems with the 2D in those games. So as long as they're designed well, I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Now,
Grandma, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Sonic use cast control during the yeah, he did. He used cast control multiple times. See, that's not what he meant. He meant the... See what I do, chat? I start shit and then...
And we wanted to apply the same design mentality to the Shadow content to make sure...
Yeah, he meant gameplay only.
Each pair of his acts together, they really feel unified.
Now, I know, of course, that you're still in the middle of development, but I would be remiss if I didn't ask. When I was playing the PS...
Where's Sonic Adventure 3? I was waiting for it.
demo before this interview, I noticed it includes a performance mode running at 60 FPS. Will this mode be available on all platforms in the final release, including Nintendo Switch?
It's hard, because we are, as you said, in the middle of development. That idea really, at the very beginning of the project, was that Sonic Generations was originally released on PlayStation 3, and it was a beautiful looking game, but we could only get 30 frames per second out of it. What we really want to do is challenge
on console. Asterisk. On console.
Ourselves to get the game looking even better on PlayStation 5 and get it to 60 frames per second. So we have accomplished that, and everything else at this point is tuning and optimization, so we don't have an answer for any other platforms at this time.
Oh boy. Wait.
So they're still trying to get it to work on Switch right now?
Wait, so what does that mean? Because I feel like it would be in there if it was running at 60 frames on Switch. That would be something you want to market and say. I don't see any reason why the game would not run at 60 on Switch, considering the Switch is a more powerful 360, right? But maybe because the game is tied to Shadow and whatever fidelity that game runs at, maybe that's hindering it. But if they're two different executables, I don't know how this shit works. I know nothing. I don't know. I need a programmer.
I'm feeling like it's gonna be 30 frames.
I think that means 30 frames. I mean,
it's gonna be 30.
Bro, Nintendo needs to lock in and make that Switch 2 like ASAP, like bad. Yep. Yeah, what is this here? Switch Seizures Part 2, boys. No, I hope not. Oh man. Yeah, they got to make that Switch 2. Do we know when the Switch 2 is getting shown or revealed, or when did they talk about that? Is that like a next year thing?
I have no clue about that kind of stuff.
Chat, you let me know when. What then? Like that's a next year thing, right? Then they say they're something.
Nintendo fans, help!
2025 apparently next year. Got it. Cool. All right. Okay. This year, Keyblade. No, that's copium, bro. We got like a solid 5 months left. There ain't no way. There's no way it's happening this year. Maybe an announcement, but no, that shit's not coming until 2025. Yeah, no, that's not. I don't ever blame. I really don't blame the publishers when their game can't run 60 on Switch. That like the Switch is a tablet. It's a tablet. It's still about like the level of a 360, maybe a little bit stronger, but it's still less powerful than an Xbox One, I think. So yeah, it's hard.
Have accomplished that, and everything else at this point is tuning and optimization.
Oh, you thought I meant announcement-wise? Okay, gotcha. Keep waiting. Gotcha.
Have an answer for any other platforms at this time.
Separately from the new Shadow campaign, are there any changes or additions being made to the original Sonic Generations game?
So regarding the improved frame rate and graphics for the original Sonic Generations, as we just touched on, we really wanted to take our already really good-looking game and polish it such that we have improved the graphics in a lot of places, but not to the extent where it's going to maybe stand out too much, because we didn't want to ruin the image of what the game used to look like in ours and players' memories. But when you play the game, it should feel exactly like the original version for returning players, even though it looks better. We also knew that players who have already played Sonic Generations from start to finish are going to need something new as well. So we've added an extra feature for this remaster called Chow Rescue. For people who have already played through the game, this will give them another reason to come back and play it again.
And we'll definitely do that. It's a lot of words, but literally, I don't think they really... I wouldn't say they literally went by hand and like improved the graphics. It's literally just upscaled. Like not up AI upscaled, but like they literally just upscaled it. And you want to know how we know that? It's because the game has problems that I know modders experienced when they were doing that stuff on PC to the original. Like the boost meter glitch and all that stuff. And I don't know what the thing is about the grass. There's so many people that talk about the grass in Green Hill Zone and it being like an indication of like something being broken. I don't know what that thing is, but somebody in the chat explain it to me. What is that? What's going on? What about the grass? There's something people were like constantly complaining about the grass in the trailers about the game. Yeah, no Chow Garden.
The way
yeah, what's up?
It interacted with the light weird or something,
Mm-hmm.
like standing out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but yeah, there's no Chow Garden. There's no Chow Garden. We already had that confirmed. What that whole thing about the Chow is about what he just mentioned. There's like a Chow rescue game, which my guess is the Chow rescue is literally like, to me that sounds like the Flicky rescue thing from Frontiers. Like the Frontiers, the whole Flicky rescue thing. I think it's literally the same thing. That's what it sounds like.
This will give them another reason to come back and play it again.
KSX says they may have touched something up with their old illumination system that's overexposing the bright of the grass patches, since the grass is handled separately from terrain. Oh.
Sounds like they know what they're
got
talking about.
yeah, I got like maybe 20% of what you just said. About 20%.
One of the
Somebody could make up like jargon
Sonic
that we don't know, and we would just believe them. We'd be like, "Oh yeah,
But
yeah."
Chaos X, I believe you. I believe everybody.
Oh, it was Chaos X.
It was Chaos X.
Okay.
This is why I believe you.
We're Sonic fans in your recent announcements.
Yes.
For people who have already played through the game, this will give them another reason to come back and play it again.
One of the coolest things we saw for hardcore Sonic fans in your recent announcements is that you have a Terrio skin for Shadow as a pre-order bonus for the digital deluxe edition of Sonic X Shadow Generations. That's such a deep cut and a very cool one at that, so I'm wondering how that came about.
Yeah, that is a deep cut. And it all kind of started with
They
Sonic.
translated the laugh. I appreciate that. Luigi, hello Sam. Oh, Prograt? What the fuck? Reminder to touch grass. Also, I can't take this video seriously. Every time that Iizuka PNG crawls in like a cool part. But dude, he's right there. No, I like it. I like it. I mean, if I would probably do the same thing. I actually like it. I stopped thinking about it. I just think it is funny though. It's like, oh my god, he's right there. What I would have done is like, you know when like SpongeBob they would like do like they'll like cut out the mouth here and like make them talk.
Way.
I would do that. I would do that.
That is a deep cut.
So much
and
work,
it all kind of started with Sonic Superstars. One of the offerings we had for Sonic Superstars was the rabbit character that was the initial concept for Sonic way before he was a hedgehog. And it was fun for us to say like, hey, let's put in a character that is Sonic but also isn't Sonic. That initial concept being an actual playable character was something the fans really enjoyed and really liked, and we saw that reaction and thought, well, we're doing Shadow now, so they would probably also enjoy his initial concept as a real character skin too.
You're right about that.
Now,
You're
music
right.
is obviously a huge part of Sonic's legacy. I'm a giant video game music nerd.
Angel Troid, I'm so sorry. Let me look here. Angel Troid, I saw that you became a member. Last year, I bought OG Generations on Steam, obviously for the mods, and I can't believe I'm going to buy Gens again for Shadow Generation. Yeah, you're going to buy it again. We're going to buy it again because we're shills, and we have no spine. That is the truth. Angel Troid, I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you for your donations. Heart spam the chat for Angel Troid.
Myself, and I'm so excited for all the new tracks coming to Shadow Generations. So I have to ask.
Wait, sorry, I gotta go back.
Now, music is obviously a huge part of Sonic's legacy. I'm a giant video.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that one more time. Here we go. Hold on.
Now, music is obviously a huge part of Sonic's legacy.
One more time. Let me blast it for Paramount.
Again, too.
Now, music is obviously a huge part of Sonic's legacy.
You heard that? Junkie XL?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, dude, if movie 3, if there's not a fucking Sonic song that plays for more than 2 seconds, I'm going to go off on somebody. Maybe you, Evan. I might have to punch you. I don't know. I don't know. I have to punch somebody. I have to punch somebody.
You know what? I'm willing to pay the price. I'm willing
Chat,
to pay
let
the
me
price.
chat. Is it true? I saw this on Twitter. Is Junkie using AI music? And where did this come from? Where did people assume? Like, I heard this. I don't know what. Someone catch me up.
The most I know is that it was like an interview out of context, and he's just like, I'm really excited about like the idea of using AI to compose music. But I don't know what that I don't know what that means, right? Like, obviously, somebody who has a whole career in that industry. There's no way he's talking about, like, just putting in a prompt and being like, done. So I think there's more nuance to it. Like, it's... I don't know. We'll see.
Mr. Makes what? You keep spamming, Sam, you complain too much. But you're complaining about me complaining. So I'm going to complain about you complaining about me complaining.
Why do you
get on my level?
All the time?
I'm not even complaining. What was I complaining? He's an AI fan, but he doesn't use it.
That's kind of sus, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
I love AI. I'm super excited by it. But I make everything myself.
What is it? Like rules for thee, but not for me type thing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
All I'm saying is, though, we need Sonic music in movies because what Paramount has failed to understand, which Good Vibes Gaming is cooking when he says
a huge part of Sonic's legacy.
He's right about that. I'm just saying.
I'm a giant video game music nerd myself, and I'm so excited for all the new tracks coming to Shadow Generations. So I have to ask, who do you have working on the music for the new campaign? Any particularly notable names you can mention, like Jun Senoue or T. Lopes?
So I don't want to be telling you stuff you already know, but I will. So the whole
What?
concept of Sonic Generations soundtrack is, let's take that great music from the past games, from the past levels we're playing through. Let's take that music and arrange it and represent it in kind of a different format. That was all done by Jun Senoue for Sonic Generations, and because the new Shadow Generations content is part of the whole Generations package, they wanted to apply the same concept to the Shadow Generations gameplay as well.
Yeah.
So we do have Jun Senoue working to collect great music from Shadow's history,
okay,
and working with other artists to rearrange it and represent it so you get to hear new versions in the game.
All right. Iizuka? Jun Senoue? I want you to listen up, Mr. Jun Senoue. You better not make a classic rendition of any of the damn songs in this game. I swear to God, if that man is not holding a guitar 24/7, I'm gonna lose it. Jun Senoue, no. This is I would have. That's what I want, though. I mean, Jun Senoue is all about that rock music. He's all about shadow music. Jun Senoue is really fucking good at that. Jun Senoue needs a W. Bad. He really needs a W. Please, God, Please, God.
He's got this.
Don't put down the guitar. I'm hoping all the remixes are good. I am chat. Y'all know, you want to know the main reason I yelled when I saw Bullet Station in the trailer? Bullet Station is one of the most underrated songs in Sonic history because that song is the definition of electric guitar. This, like, can you imagine? What's a remix of this gonna sound like? This is like
the bass. This is the bass line though.
Like, listen to that guitar. If there's not like,
no, listen to the bass. No, listen to the bass. Fuck you. No.
All right. This one.
All of it, bruh.
It's good.
I'm just arguing with you for no reason.
This is what I'm looking forward to. This is what I need. I'll be honest. I'm only into Sonic for the music now. I'm just joking. That's a lie. But no, but part of I'm not joking when I say though. I would say literally 40 to 50% of my excitement when there's a new Sonic game literally comes from the fact that I know when a new Sonic game comes out, that's my soundtrack for the next 6 months of my life on repeat. So I'm looking for that, like, that happens for every single Sonic game. So, brother, please cook, okay? Yeah, I need this. After Superstars, I need a hug, okay?
Presented, so you get
please.
New
A sound hug.
A sound hug, yes.
This.
You have
An
Jun
auditory
Sonoe working
hug.
to collect great music from Shadow's history, and then working with other artists to rearrange it and represent it, so you get to hear new versions in the game.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot. Let's say Sonic and Shadow both came up to you right now and pleaded with you to join their team. Who are you choosing?
What?
Are you Team Sonic or Team Shadow?
Oh my god. He's gonna pick
Fuck
Shadow.
them. They suck.
He's like, I'll make my own team. Fuck those guys.
That's
I'm
a
cool.
hard question.
That's the idea.
So personally, I love Shadow as a character, so I would probably join Team Shadow.
I knew it!
Everyone
This
around me
fucker!
would probably be on Team Sonic, and they'd probably
I read you like a book, Iizuka. We know you. You like Shadow.
I know you, man.
Shadow.
I
But
knew it.
everyone
I
around
knew
you
this
would probably
fucker likes
be on
Shadow.
I would so choose Team Shadow though.
Fuck you, bro. Yo, bro.
What?
Someone's got to have my back.
If, like, look, I love Sonic, but Shadow.
What the fuck? What?
Because, okay,
Bro, I'm shocked. How
Because-
you do this to me.
okay, we're talking about the current iterations of the characters, though. The current.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, now you're having second thoughts, right? I'm just saying Sonic would probably be, like, if you guys had, like, a potluck with your group of friends, he'd probably be the one to bring those shitty sugar cookies from Walmart for, like, $3.99. Like, he's that one. But Shadow would make, like, my interpretation of Shadow is, like, Billionaire Production Shadow. He's a cook. Like, he'll bring the good stuff. He'll bring the Cheetos. He'll bring all the good stuff you like.
Cheetos
Okay?
compared to the dollar store. What the fuck?
I'm just
is going on?
saying,
I don't even like Cheetos.
as a
Like,
friend,
you didn't even do it.
Shadow is, as of right now, I would pick Shadow. If Sonic, if we're talking like early 2000s, I would have chose Sonic. But I'm talking about, what did you say?
Do you want to debate on this?
Yes, but like, maybe, do we have to do another presidential debate?
That's what I was saying. It felt similar.
All right,
So it's like, what the fuck?
I won't sleep for 3 days, and I'll stutter at everything. Okay, just to make sure we differentiate it, you know. And then, yeah, that's how we do it. Cry Gamer, you said you would join Shadow so sensual. What are you listen, no, I did not. No, I did not. Shut up. No, I did not. Thank you for the donation. No, I did not.
I love Shadow as a character, so I would probably join Team Shadow, but everyone around me would probably be on Team Sonic, and they'd probably try to keep convincing me to defect, like, dude, you gotta come over to our side.
Bruh.
That's literally you. You just did that to me.
What? I just thought you were Team Sonic. I didn't know. I was surprised.
You just did this to me.
What the shit are you talking about?
You're like, dude. You're on the. How dare you?
You did. You tried to convince me. You're like, Sonic would sell the sugar cookies. You were fucking trying to convince me, and I was like, no, you didn't sell me at all.
No, you just did that. No, I'm just saying.
I like the sugar cookies better than the Cheetos.
Like, I mean, they are good though. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? The one with like the. I'm done.
But
the
everyone around me would probably be on Team Sonic.
So why did you make
Sonic keep convincing me to?
Because when you go to a group of friends, you gotta bring your own thing. You gotta bring the good stuff. Because like
what? But Cheetos is not a good thing.
Yes, it is.
An example. What are you talking about?
Grandma,
it's no different. You just go to Walmart and buy Cheetos. They went to the same fucking place.
Sonic Expo. Everyone bring a snack. We're gonna have a fucking. Yo, wait, that'd be kind of sick. I don't even know anymore. Grumble Mumble, thank you for the donation. You don't know shit about me, okay?
To defect.
Wait. I'm missing so much. Sonic, thank you for too much. Loser, thank you again. The storyteller says, sending love, Sam. Glad you're still doing well. Also, shout out to Evan's concise discussion videos. Been watching him since I was a kid. You're both doing great things, and for this community, keep doing you. The storyteller, thank you so much for that donation. And yes, shout out. There's this guys. There's this new Sonic tuber around the block. Damn. His name is Mardiculous. Evan, have you heard of him?
Yo, what the fuck? No.
Yeah,
I don't know who that
his name is Mardiculous. Look him up.
Yeah.
I like his videos. He just he's been gone for a while, and his videos are really good. I'm happy to see him back. You know, me and Evan both watched him growing up, so it's good to see that he's back. What? What?
That you like contradicted yourself instantly.
What are you talking?
Was like, well, you just said he's new, and then you're like, oh, he's been here a long time.
Well, he's new because he's back, but not, you know.
Bro, thanks for the plug. Thank you.
I'm not plugging you. I'm plugging Mardiculous. Shut up.
I love Shadow as a character, so I would probably join Team Shadow. But everyone around me would probably be on Team Sonic, and they'd probably try to keep convincing me to defect. Like, dude, you gotta come over to our side.
By the way, sorry, again, I'm gonna keep pausing. The storyteller, heart spam in the chat for the storyteller. Thank you again for that donation, man. Heart spam in the chat. Jamie says only one of the group would choose their own name as the team name. That's a good point, Jamie. Only one of those two is going to put their name as the group name. Why does Sonic need to put his name above everyone else?
Bro, it's what are you talking about? It's
why
series.
But why? But when Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, why do they have to be called Team Sonic? But
bro, if Shadow shows up in a game that's not a Sonic game, you would have to say Shadow from the Sonic series.
But no, what I'm just saying is Sonic is a bit of a narcissist, and Shadow.
You're saying shit all, bro. You're not making any sense.
What do you mean by this?
The debate is already happening, bro. We have no choice. Like we're like we haven't even gotten any further in the interview. We're gonna talk about sugar cookies and Cheetos again if we fucking keep this up.
I don't care. Iizuka's staring at us talk about this. We're gonna talk about it. Okay? Look, I'm just saying Sonic is a bit of a narcissist, and Jamie brought up a good point. Jamie, thank you so much.
Shadow literally says he's the ultimate life form. What the fuck are you talking about?
Shadow, but no. But Shadow gathers up the friends around him because he also called Sonic the ultimate life form. Remember that?
As if Sonic has never complimented somebody. What the hell are you talking about?
He's never once complimented anybody. He once told Tails, maybe one day you'll be cool, but you're not right now. He told Tails that.
When the hell did he say what?
Okay, putting Sonic and Shadow aside for a moment, who's your favorite character among the rest of the cast? This could be anyone as major as Tails, to the Chaotix, or even Emerald from Sonic Battle.
Another tough question. A very tough question, because Sonic and Shadow are great characters.
Because I didn't remember who Emerald was.
And if we have to remove them, I'd really choose a character I was personally there to see being created and kind of revealed to the players for the first time. You know, I've been here for a long time, and I've seen that happen a lot. But I think probably Knuckles or the Chaotix, or some of the other characters that I got to provide ideas for and work with the team directly to help develop. So I feel really strongly that Knuckles or one of the Chaotix would be one of my favorite characters after Shadow or Sonic.
That's cool.
Of course, I know there's nothing you can reveal here today, but our audience would kill me if I didn't ask. So are there any plans on the table or any discussions happening about future remasters going forward? You know, like Sonic Adventure or Adventure 2 or Heroes?
Just like how a Sonic Generations remaster has been desired by so many fans and people really requested and wanted it.
What?
I keep laughing at this because it feels like, it really does feel like if I say it enough times, it will become true. Like,
you're gonna say this adventure remake thing again?
No, it's about, because he said in the very beginning here, I'll play again.
Adventure,
a lot of
Adventure
people requesting it.
Or Heroes.
Just like how a Sonic Generations remaster has been desired by so many fans and people really requested and wanted it. You know, that's something we listen to.
He's making us believe it by saying
I know, he
over
is.
and over
I'm
and
like, wait,
over
maybe
again.
they were, like, at this point, I'm doubting myself. Maybe they were getting, like, handwritten letters and we just didn't know. Like, maybe. I don't...
forward with.
It's
So
working
for our
on
next
us, Sam.
title, after everyone plays Sonic X Shadow Generations, we'd love to hear what the fans have to say about what they would want next, and we'll be listening to those comments.
Now I have a couple of questions.
He'll be listening to the comments. All right, chat. So here's what we're going to do. I want everyone to start writing a note right now talking about how you want Sonic Unleashed Remastered. You're going to put it in your owl. Everyone, you have an owl now. You're going to put it in the owl, and you're going to send it off. That owl is going to fly all the way to Sega headquarters. That's how they got Generations Remastered. So we need to let them know from handwritten letters. You need to tie the letter with wax. Do you guys have wax? Make sure you tie it with wax. Send the owl, and then we'll be doing that. Eats owl. That's not what I said to do. Toph, your name's Toph, brother.
Questions here from members of our community. The Game Orb asks, what is your personal favorite Sonic game you've worked on across your entire career?
Sonic Adventure 2. Next question.
Another really hard question.
What?
Come on. Come on.
Iizuka, I've been watching your interviews for the past, since I was conceived, okay? Like, it's always been SA2. We know this.
Thinking about recent games that pop into mind, Sonic Superstars was a blast.
I guess I didn't think about that. I guess
Plugging his recent work.
his recent,
He's like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, I was really excited about all the new stuff that I did, so you should go check it out.
Yeah.
And also, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
Before I got to work with Oshima-san again and really lean into our creativity.
Speaking of which, by the way, I really hope Oshima stays. Please. I really do.
Yeah.
The dude knows classic Sonic better than anyone. And I really love, like, even though Superstars wasn't a big hit for me, it had its problems. There was still a lot of good in Superstars, and I don't want them to just throw it away. For example, Erwin, right here, I'm not going to throw him away because he's insane and he's a bank robber. And he just said, as long as they made the werehog even more fluffy and beautiful, I'm good. That's game of the year for me right there. Wait, you just want the werehog to be more fluffy? What? Okay, Erwin. Okay. Everyone in the chat is like, "Hey, yo, okay." I mean, I won't lie though. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I mean, like, graphically, it'd look cool. Graphically, that's gonna be taken out of context. Erwin, why would you do that? Thank you so much for the donation, man. Appreciate you. Let's hope one day it happens. But you know, Mario 35. How about Sonic 50? But then we would have to wait another 15 years for that. What? No. One day. No, okay. Real talk though, that would be sick though. If we had like a Sonic multiplayer game that was like Mario 35, where it's like a race against multiple people in the game itself, Christian Whitehead could make it. That shit would be so fun.
Before I got to work with Oshima-san again and really lean into our creativity. So in recent history, that's probably my favorite game to have worked on. But if I'm going back in time and thinking about every Sonic game I've ever worked on, Sonic Adventure 2 is the title that was probably the most fun. You know, I was living in San Francisco. The development team was around 10, 20 people. We were a small group,
20
living
people
in San Francisco, working together, hanging out on the weekends together, really enjoying each other's time as we were making this great game. So Adventure 2 is probably the most fun I've ever had working on a Sonic title.
That's crazy.
Another one of our community members, Cutie Caitlin, points out that Sega has some of the best RPG developers in the
By the way, heart spam in the chat for Erwin the Phoenix Fox, man. Thank you so much for your constant support.
industry. And you do. It's true.
Mr. Makes What says Sega better not kick Sonic off the series.
What?
I don't know what you mean by any of
What,
that.
like Shadow becomes the main character
They
instead?
just kicked Sonic off the series.
Oh my god.
What? Martha says, "You owe me." He said to Tails in Sonic the He told Tails. Wait, he told Tails. Tails owes him. In the comics. Evan, you're getting awfully quiet.
What? He said what? You owe me? He said
He
to
told
Tails?
Tails owes him in the comics, apparently.
What does that even mean? You owe me? Why do we care? What?
I guess for Tails having a friend. Wait, Sonic. Wait, is that in reference to Sonic being his friend? He told Tails owes him for being his friend.
What? What? I do not know what that
Is that? Wait, hold on. Is
IDW?
that? Hold on.
IDW
That
Sonic?
no. The way I was gonna say that sounds like Ken Penders, bro. Is that like a Ken Penders thing? Is that an Archie thing? I'm waiting to hear this from Martha.
I can see Sonic saying you owe me in terms of like messing with him, but like only not for saving him. It would be like, but I can't. I can barely even see him saying that, honestly. I've been watching Sonic X too, so like that version of the character, no, he would just save somebody and then not barely say anything and then run away.
I have no. Sonic in the British comics was a menace. That was Fleetway Sonic.
I could. That
Okay,
sounds like Fleetway Sonic.
That's different. Was Fleetway Sonic like a dick?
A dick, especially to Tails.
What the fuck? That's actually.
I think there's like something along the lines of like, Sonic, I don't like the look of that like thing in front of us, right? Like he's scared, generic line, and Sonic's like, well, I don't like the look of or the sound of your voice, but I deal with it anyway. You know, like yeah, he's just like an asshole. Like,
wow. What the hell?
I think he says like I don't like the look of your face, but I tried to soften it because honestly, regardless, it's pretty aggressive. Like
that sounds like a parody. That sounds like a Sonic short. Like
I think we're trying to do it like a gag comic too, so there is intention behind the gag nature of it.
So that's what you guys had in the UK?
I mean, at that time we didn't have much better. Like Archie was also zany, and it's the only difference was that he wasn't a dick, but it was quirky in different ways.
Speaking of which, I just recently watched a whole video about the whole Ken Penders thing in IDW, and it was a really good video. I don't remember where it was, but I mean, it was a great video. I need to find it.
Wow,
Hold on. Wait,
that's a really helpful conversation.
Wait, Ken Penders. Hold on.
One time I learned a lot of interesting information. I don't remember where I got it or anything of it, but yeah.
I'm trying to see if this one here by this guy. His name is Matt. Here we go. This guy's video on it was great. I highly recommend you guys watch it. It was really good. He talked about the whole history about how things started and when Ian jumped on. It's about a month old.
Okay, yeah, I probably haven't seen that.
Yeah, Sonic fandom hates this man. Does he deserve it? That's yeah. And
that's a good title too. Damn.
Yeah, and Penders is in there. So is Ian. So is the other people that worked on it. Very good video. Honestly, it really is. Yeah.
living in San Francisco, working together, hanging out on the weekends together, really enjoying each other's time as we were making this great game. So Adventure 2 is probably the most fun I've ever had working on a Sonic title.
That's probably why it was
Another
so
one of our
good, too.
community members, Cutie
Morale was
Caitlin,
high.
points out that Sega has some of the best RPG developers in the industry. And you do, it's true. There was, of course, Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood, but that was outsourced to BioWare.
Iizuka immediately started sweating when you heard that name. Immediately.
So might we one day see another attempt at a Sonic RPG for consoles and PC?
Personally, I like role-playing games. The RPG game format is a lot of fun, and I've even thought to myself, you know, for the past 30 years, we haven't done a Sonic RPG.
Not a good
30
one.
years?
Yeah, you didn't do a good one in the past 30
And I'm
years.
questioning myself, why haven't we done a Sonic RPG in all this time? How have we gotten to 30 years with no RPG?
Whoa, wait, did he just say it 3 times?
Dude,
he's literally trying to
literally,
rewrite history.
Literally, Chronicles never fucking happened. So remember when I said he started
Damn.
sweating? Literally, when the lawyers stuff happened for Chronicles, every employee at Sega had the Men in Black treatment, and they all got their memory wiped. We are the only ones that know about Chronicles. Just like how Sonic doesn't know about Sonic 06, we are the only ones, chat. He doesn't know what Sonic Chronicles is, so forgive him. To be fair, Sonic Chronicles never happened. It was bad.
We haven't done a Sonic RPG, and I'm questioning myself. Why haven't we done a Sonic RPG in all the...
It is funny. It's the same thing with the Generations. Everyone wanted a Generations remake. It's the repeating of it. It's actually hilarious.
time? How have we gotten to 30 years with no RPG?
It's just funny because
I'd
he's
like to-
doing this thing like it's a comedy. Like he's like sitting there going, "Why haven't we?" Like Chronicles is right next to him.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
The question literally had Chronicles.
to work on a Sonic RPG at some point before I retire from Sega. But, you know, that's just a dream right now. There are no concrete plans at this point.
Okay.
To wrap up,
Well, that's actually good. He's actually passionate about it then. That's actually good. I'd be down, dude. This is the question. This is the gold. Like everything else I didn't care about. This one is the one it's like, okay. This is like a Sonic RPG nowadays. You have first off, you have Ian Flynn involved in the games now. So you can have such a cool narrative. And RPGs is where you do it. RPGs is where you make the characters talk it up. Like hours of dialogue. Ian can cook so much for that. Now, my question is, and Evan, maybe you could jump in on this one. How would you make the gameplay unique for it to be Sonic? Like, would you make it unique? Like, I know Chronicles tried to do like the touchscreen thing, and gotta be honest, hated every second of it. I just played Thousand Year Door. So the gameplay mechanics in that were a lot of fun. It was like you had to time it, and you had to find like the best time to like hit the X button. That way you could do like, you know, those specials. So it's like I don't know how you would make the gameplay different or unique, but like, brother, that'd go so hard. I would love that. You think it should be an action RPG? A combat grid? I have no idea what a combat grid is.
I think I do know what that is.
What is it?
Combat grid would be fun. It's like you can change your position. It's almost a little bit like, imagine sort of like a chess grid, but you can move, and some abilities cover different parts on the grid.
Oh wait, that's
And so
sick.
your position matters.
That's
It'd be cool
something.
if they did a combat. What if they did a combat grid, but they're always running, and the grid is something the characters can't see? But when you move forward, you just basically run a little faster, and when you move backwards, you move a little slower.
Yeah,
I
I
think it'd
think
be cool if you're moving.
I think no matter what it is, there needs to be some form of strategy to the RPG elements. I don't like it when RPGs are just hit, you did this much damage. I like how Thousand Year Door had those elements of like, you choose this character for this. You're in this position, you should go to this position. There should be an element of strategy and control over the fight more than just your power level or your rank. It should be also strategy. And I just think it would be sick. Make a slow-paced 3D Sonic game with a heavy focus on combat, dungeons, and towns. That might be a little too. I mean, I would like that, but if they're gonna make a 3D Sonic game, I don't know how I'd feel about it being RPG like. I feel like that might clash a little bit too much. I think the idea of a 2D RPG sounds more reasonable. Similar to Mario and Rabbids, like a giant interactive game of chess. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. We need a stream of you reading the Sonic comics. Maybe one day. I'd be down for it. Erwin, you good, bro? What the hell? Now that I'm thinking about it, didn't Frontiers come close to becoming an RPG because of all the level up and skill tree stuff? It isn't like base turn as Chronicles, even like. So yeah, it had those elements, but it was Frontiers. I hardly even qualify it as RPG elements because it was so surface level. Like, I would say Sonic Unleashed was closer to an RPG than Frontiers. Like, the combat trees in Frontiers honestly was pretty lame. Almost pointless. Because you could unlock the full tree relatively quickly, and the tree was so tiny. And the big thing about Frontiers, regarding its combat, the overall problem with Frontiers that I had, was that the combat didn't have a secondary effect. Like, all of them did the same thing, hurt the enemy. There was no stun, there was no, there was a parry, but after, it was update 3, we had to wait till update 3 for a parry worth a damn. It was surface level. So it's like, you could tell they like maybe had the idea, but they really didn't implement it very well at all, you know? I
always feel like RPG elements fit really well with Sonic. Like, for example, the Chow Garden is kind of like a mini side RPG.
Yeah.
So as a kid, when I was like, all optimistic and starry-eyed at the future, the blue dude, I used to imagine of stuff like where, like, we see bits and pieces of these ideas, right? Like, you would, in the future, in the perfect world, right, you'd have a Chow Garden where you can battle with other people's Chow online, and the battle would be like a turn-based RPG, and it would be better than freaking, what is it, Chow Karate, where you're watching them do it. Yeah. And that would make all the animals you give them have different effects and change your skill sets. But then you'd also have, like, secondary effects if you equip them to your character. Like, you'd get, like, movement abilities in the stages. Like, I can see it all synergizing really well. Yeah. It's part of where I think the anger in the fan base comes from, because you can tell Sonic Team has the recipe. It's just somebody's not saying, okay, I want everything in one game. Like, somebody's saying, no, you can't have that.
Yeah, definitely. Malvision says, hey, Sam, just stopping by. Been really busy with college right now, but I wanted to show my support for my favorite creator. Oh, and I made to Frontiers, by the way. Wow, you made to Frontiers already, dude. You're insane. This dude has been playing through every 3D Sonic game for the first time. Dude, that's awesome, Malvision. Thank you so much for your support, dude. And thank you for the kind words, man. Best of luck with college. Take your time. If you have ADHD, take your medication. Should help. I wish I did that. Malvision's best of luck to you, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Erwin, thanks again, dude. Thank you for that generous donation. Harsh fan chat for Erwin and Malvisions. And Grandma Mumble. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Crawgamer says, Chow Garden plus Pokemon, $1 billion idea right in there. Dude, you should be on the board. You should be on the board. Everyone should be on the board. In fact, I'm bored because they never did that. Why? It is such a... I'm getting loud. I'm getting mad. It is the easiest, like, if I could be a CEO for a day at Sega and just be like, my goal is to be capitalism. I am going to be capitalism. I'm not going to do capitalism. I'm going to be the embodiment of capitalism. And every company's like, we need our graph to go up all the time. So I say, okay, Chow Garden mobile game tied to 3D Sonic game Chow Garden, and make the mobile version kind of like Pokemon Go. and you would literally have the biggest Sonic IP right there. Infinite money. You would print money. They've never done it.
The only excuse I can see is that they're worried about doing it and it not being big and then never being able to do that idea again.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm saying is, I genuinely, like, they might make a Sonic movie 4 and they're saying that, right? So it's fine, I get it. But my genuine opinion is that's the height of this Sonic hype is literally going to be 3.
Yeah.
Movie 3. Like, I don't think it's going to get any better than this.
Yeah.
Like, after movie 3, it'll be better than it was before the Sonic movies, obviously. But this is the only time.
Yeah. And by the way, when I say Pokemon Go, I don't mean literally be like Pokemon Go, but in that style, in terms of like just playability, replayability. Not literally go outside and walk around and find a Chow. Which that would be cool though. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't discount that idea. Like you gotta go find Chow in the real world. I mean, dude, imagine an IRL stream. I'm just saying that shit would be kind of fun.
You know, that's
all right, we'll
just
continue
a
the
dream
video.
right now.
Sorry.
There are no concrete plans at this point.
To wrap up, I'd like to ask you about Shadow's future. With Fearless, the Year of Shadow having recently kicked off, and both Sonic X Shadow Generation...
That scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. Because I literally rarely hear that sound.
What is that?
Frank, he rated me. Frank, thank you so much for the raid.
Oh.
You rated me on Twitch, but that alert I made maybe 6 years ago. Never changed it.
Shadow's future. With Fearless, the Year of Shadow having recently kicked off, and both Sonic X Shadow Generations and Sonic Movie 3 coming soon, can fans expect to see Shadow stick around and be a consistent part of the stories in mainline games again going forward? Or is this more like a special occasion that doesn't necessarily guarantee a long-term return for Shadow?
I would argue Shadow's never really left. I mean, he's not in every game, which is how it should be, right? It's how it should be. But I mean, he's been in every other game pretty consistently. I would say he was been in Heroes. Shadow was in Shadow the Hedgehog. He was in Sonic 06. He was in the storybook games. He wasn't in Unleashed, but he wasn't in Colors. He was in Generations. Wasn't in Lost World.
Yes.
He was in Boom for 5 minutes. He was in Forces. He wasn't in Frontiers, and now he's in this. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't really... Shadow's never really disappeared.
This year...
Yeah, but he hasn't really been prominent. That's what they mean.
Yeah, I guess.
Necessarily guarantee a long-term return for Shadow.
This year, we have a huge spotlight on Shadow. We have Sonic Movie 3 coming out. We have Sonic X Shadow Generations. There's a lot of Shadow content that people are going to get to enjoy this whole year. That doesn't mean he's going away after this. He may not have such a big spotlight on him moving forward, but he is a really important character for the Sonic franchise. So from here on out, and in the following years, we do expect Shadow to maintain some presence.
Good.
Just maybe not as much as this year, because this is a really amazing special occasion for Shadow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again for your time, Iizuka-san.
Makes
sense. It's been my
sense.
pleasure and such an honor to chat with you.
Thanks for coming by.
Brother, we got another cast emerald, I think.
And that's a wrap for our interview with Sonic Team Maestro Takashi Iizuka at this year's Summer Game Fest
I'll talk
Play
after.
Days. But we want to know what you think. Are you excited about Sonic X Shadow Generations? What about it has you hyped the most? Let us know in the comments, and as always, if you enjoy what we do here at GVG, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/GVGaming, where we offer various perks such as early access to new content, one-on-one gaming sessions with the GVG crew, and more.
Great
Patreon
interview.
aside, though, we appreciate you all the same, and just hitting that like button and subscribe.
Great interview as always. I'm going to put another link in there. Yeah, no, this is a great interview. I would love to interview Iizuka one day, because I would think of the most deep questions that I would just love. And I wouldn't ask shit.
You'd be like sugar cookies or Cheetos.
Yes. No. I wouldn't ask questions like, why is the moon not there? Because then you're gonna get that Iizuka response. Right. You're gonna get something made up. I would just be like, how are you doing? How is it? How is work? Because you have been with Sonic forever. How are you doing? Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I've been talking this whole time.
How long was I out for? Oh God.
Well, you just weren't responding to me for a while, so you probably lost.
Oh, what was the last you heard?
You were saying you would ask him if it's like more shonen or.
Like, oh right, okay. So we haven't been gone that long.
Goal. Well, I heard that. I don't know about the chat.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's probably
a minute and a half. What?
They're exaggerating. Don't worry about it.
Some seconds. Okay, that sounds more reasonable. Okay. Okay. Well, that's cool. I love. Oh my God.
You were saying that you were gonna ask him deep questions, and Chad, if you missed it, he was basically just saying that he it's like what are Iizuka's goals for like the narrative style, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, like how do you balance the tone
of like dark and light, because like it can't be too dark and it can't be too happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
Interesting balance. Yeah, it's a good question.
Also, like. When like say the time comes you want to make a new Sonic game, what's the first thing you do? Where do you check for fan feedback? Do you go to the forums? Yeah, like, do you check YouTube? Do you go on Twitter? What do you do?
Like, how are ideas shared? Yeah. Right. Like, is it like can some random person in the office be like, oh, I have this really good idea, and like, do they all go with it if it's a good idea?
Right.
That'd be cool. Like one time the janitor was like, yo, do this. And we were like, yeah, let's go. Yeah. Like, that would be awesome to hear about.
Dude. One day we're going to get that.
I hope.
Oh, man. So, I guess right now, I don't, like, that was kind of my plan for the stream. I don't know what, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what other conversations we could have about, like, because, I mean, I could talk all day, so if we're good with just talking, I'm good with that, too. I just want to make sure, by the way, though, I am good, right, chat? I'm not still lagging? I think we're good.
I don't see anything. It's all good.
I hate talking about what team. I like both.
Oh, like Sonic or Shadow?
Sonic versus Shadow. That was a while ago.
Oh, God. We're gonna keep going about
the stream died again? That's awesome.
What, really?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm gonna stop streaming to Discord. I don't know what's going on.
I see you right now. I literally see you reacting to the chat saying rip. Like, okay. I'm still watching you. Everything is fine.
Cool.
For me.
I have no idea what to think about that. Chat, and we're back. What do you mean? I don't know. I didn't go anywhere. I've been here the whole time.
Sam's not doing anything.
Brother. Let me check. Let me run the checks.
It was probably like some people died.
It's funny too, chat. You know that new internet I just got? I'm canceling it.
Works? Oh, really?
Yeah. It's been down for the better part of like a week now.
Jeez.
It's been crazy, yeah.
You paying more for that? More?
Yeah.
For worse.
For worse. Love it, right? Isn't it insane?
I hate when that happens.
Wow. Man, I'm still down?
They had to install stuff too for it, didn't they?
Yep. They put a whole wire through my yard. That's crazy.
What the hell?
What the hell? Yeah, this is wild. You're not down. Cool.
You sound, I mean, yeah, it skipped for a second for me, but we're good.
Why did you just get an ad? You should not have gotten an ad. I don't do that. I have that literally random ad moment. What? Wait. I literally have that off. Ads. Look, chat. Literally right here. Ads automator off.
Oh, you know what's happening, Sam?
What?
As I watch the stream, yeah, the player kind of bounces back. Like, you know how the player has a red dot if you're actually up to date?
Yeah.
and if it's not a red dot, if you're back earlier in the VOD, it's bouncing back over and over again. So like when I go to current, it'll push me back. So yeah, it can't keep up with you for some reason.
What?
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, no. I think we got a problem here.
What the frick, brother?
And I think the ads are coming from the player constantly reloading.
Brother.
This seems like a bug.
Ads again? My stream is fine. People stream. Is YouTube down? Is it YouTube or is it me? Ads again. Everyone's getting ads. I'm getting so much money and I'm not asking for any of it. Like, what the fuck? Is it YouTube? Is YouTube cooked? Let me check this, bro.
Some people are saying it's fine for them because they're probably experiencing the same thing I am, where it's jumping backwards to keep the stream stable for viewing. But they're not up to date. Like, I'm not up to date right now.
Brother.
So if you think if you can hear me right now for some reason, if you think it's fine for you, make sure you hover your mouse over the player and look at the red line at the bottom of the screen and tell us if it's all the way to the end and you've got the red dot next to the live word on the left side. Because that's what the problem is. It keeps bouncing that red line back. And for some people, it's probably reloading the whole player if you're trying to jump to the front.
Yeah.
And it'll play an ad for you every time it kind of jumps.
Let me check here. What does...
So mine is not... So yeah, some people have the whole red line. Okay.
The stream is completely fine. I got a red dot. Mine is bouncing.
So maybe it's just some areas have outages for YouTube.
So where's that hurricane at right now?
You can look at the outages.
Maybe it's a hurricane thing. I have no idea, chat. That's wild. It's not an internet issue, that's for sure. Like, not on my end, that is.
Reports of YouTube being down. Definitely Scott jumped at 5 p.m. today.
Grandma Mumble, I know what he needs. Instead of saying live like how he should be, it should shows that in 3 seconds behind despite it. The hell? If you were stuck in purgatory, which would you choose? I think I'm in purgatory right now. Chronicles music on repeat or being forced to repeatedly play the worst Sonic Battle mission? Sonic Battle mission all day. Because at least that's a challenge. The worst Sonic Battle missions are the ones that were like super hard and I kept replaying them, but it was fun. Sonic Chronicles was not fun. That was pain. I never ever want to experience Sonic Chronicles again, like in my life. Like ever. 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 Hearing Iizuka bring up interested in another Sonic RPG is very validating because I've been thinking of a Sonic Crash crossover RPG in the style of the Mario RPGs with it. Okay, wait, hold on. You want a Sonic RPG with a crossover with Crash in the style of Mario. Brother, I don't think in alternate timelines that's ever going to happen. I could be wrong. We'll see. That's definitely a wish. Is my stream still fucked?
It seems like it's fine to just continue.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea.
Not much you can do about it.
Ugh. For the record, I did beat Sonic Battle. Hell yeah, Sonic or Jamie. It's fine. Okay. YouTube is being weird today. Yeah. I don't, chat, I swear to God, there was a year in like 2022 and 2021, actually mainly 2022, I had 0 internet problems. Do y'all remember how those streams just fucking worked? My chat just worked. Everything just worked and was fine. Ever since that, something happened. I don't know what. I didn't change shit. It's crazy. Sam, have you seen the official upload of the channel animation? I did, which is so weird. Why was it so zoomed in on that stream? Let's go to it. Let's talk about it. I guess we could talk about that. I didn't really get to talk about the full thing, the unzoomed version. Let's do that.
Professor Gerald made me the
here, I could stream to you, Evan, as well. I'll put it at low quality. I'll put it at 15 frames.
No, I can watch it from.
No, my internet is fine. It's not even my internet.
ultimate life form. I should be the key to all manner of medicines.
Yeah, so if y'all didn't know this was super zoomed in the panel for some reason. Like what you saw was like this. Like a little square here.
You and Grandfather are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
Research what?
Yeah.
Research what? No.
I think my guess is it was research for a cure. That was the point.
We'll never know. She dies after this. We'll never know what they
This
were
is the moment where I set off Kenny's home alarm. I don't know if you guys saw my reaction to this, but I yelled so loud. So I yelled so loud it made Kenny's house alarm go off. I did that.
Is it Emerald talking right here?
No, it's not. It's
Who is it?
It's the intercom. It's literally saying alert, alert. Like,
are you serious? Did you actually just ask that question?
Shut up, bro.
What are you even doing here? What are you doing?
Yep.
What the fuck was that? What was that?
Who the hell is talking? Like, why do Emerald's like eyes like move? Like
No, but
cool.
it's. Did you guys congratulate Garrulous64 on the voice roll though? Because it literally sounds like him.
Does it?
Listen to it. Like, right? Like that's Dylan. That sounds exactly like Dylan.
Bro, I still think it's Emerald. I don't know why, because
it's this PA announcer.
Yeah, right here. No, it's no, it's literally saying alert, alert. Like the experimental
why would ML make others aware of his fucking escape?
Yeah, no.
Because he's just a machine. He's not trying to escape. He's just destroying.
Yeah, no,
shit.
that's what I was saying.
He's coming to warn Shadow and Marie.
No,
He's
the
like,
voice.
Guys, I don't mean to freak you out, but it's been broken.
No.
What I thought was he was like fucked up and he was thinking that regular people were like enemies. But
Oh,
now
no,
that I
no,
see
no.
its PA system on the fucking captions. Obviously.
Well,
I know
yeah,
I'm
no,
wrong.
I was saying like the voice
you're
was saying
stupid,
like
dude. You're fucking dumb.
God, dude, Gerbil, I'm going to kill you. I think I'm going to kill you. I'm going to squeeze your head. And then
Be right back.
I'm gonna
Squeeze my hand. You go.
I'm gonna turn it into a melon. Like it's like a raisin. I'm gonna turn it like a raisin. That's a better way.
Like a raisin.
But yeah, no. But yeah, no. It's. But you know what?
Yeah, I
I
can do
think
that
I know
too.
why. But you know what's funny? I think I know why Evan thought that, because I'm trying to remember. Did Emerald have a voice in Sonic X?
He might have. I think it was like Gamma's, or it was just like a really high pitch, like just.
Or are we just maybe we're just thinking
scratchy
of,
robot voice.
I don't remember, but the voice is the intercom voice is pretty high pitched.
I can find out actually.
No, he didn't. Okay, then I'm okay.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
What do you mean ads? I don't have ads on. Chat, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you. I'm literally going to show you right here. Look. Look at this. Insert mid-roll ads manually. Right there. It's checked. I literally didn't change. That is literally the setting of my stream right now. If you're getting ads, literally is not me. I always have it. I literally have it set to manual. That way YouTube doesn't do it. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't have ads on. Literally don't have ads on. Look, right here. I'm going to take a screenshot, too, of this page here. I can't show this page in its entirety because, you know, it's... Is it going to pop up? Okay, there we go. Boom. Look at this. You ready? Look at this shot. It's so tiny. Monetization on. That's not even what I wanted to screenshot. I screenshot the wrong thing. Right here.
Sonic Colors, Rise of the Wisps.
Right here. Ads Automator. Off. Right there, bro. Off. Monetization is on, but what that means is when the VOD goes up, it'll be monetized. But that's when the VOD goes up. This is off. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, that guy could be just completely messing with you.
No, they're not. People have been getting ads for the past like 30 minutes. It keeps popping up.
Psyop. Everyone's lying to you. It's a big psyop.
Yeah. Anyway.
That robot was heading towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him.
We got to talk about this. Let me go back.
Towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him.
We got to talk about this right here. Go, 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 go. This.
Oh, I mean the gun soldiers?
This is a crazy overkill for a 12-year-old. Like, what? Like, this is insane.
Well, they weren't coming to kill Maria, were they?
No, I mean, but that's a lot of gun soldiers, which I assume are looking at Maria. I don't know.
Oh, right, okay.
Also, yeah, there's something detailed. Like, they have, like, evil, like, face scribbles on them, like, right here. That's literally there for one frame, by the way.
Like evil Mario and like evil Luigi. You know
so that's super cool. Yes, totally, totally. Look at Gerald's writing. Wait, what?
What does it say? What do you mean Gerald's writing?
Wait, what are y'all talking about? Wait, what?
What's the what?
Was heading towards Grandfather's lab.
Where?
Shadow, you have to save him.
Maybe it's in the other scene. But this shit's so clean.
I'll handle this.
I'll handle this.
I'll be back. I promise.
What is your guys' thoughts on Kirk Thornton's performance as Shadow in this? What's your thoughts, chat? I've definitely, this is probably the best he sounded as Shadow. He's still not my he's still not my favorite Shadow voice, but this is the best he's probably sounded.
Do you really think this is the best he's sounded as Shadow?
Yeah, by a long shot.
Really?
What do you have?
I don't know. I just think that like his performance in Forces was probably a little bit more low key and better.
Forces?
Yeah, he had a pretty good performance in episode Shadow.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least I
think he's better here than he does in Forces. I didn't like his performance that much in Forces, honestly.
I just think he always sounds the same. It's like there's nothing to really like pick at. There's nothing to be like, wow, this was such an insane performance.
Wallflux, hey Sam, this is the best year of Sonic for me. Shadow Animation Generations Movie 3. And I got a ticket for my very first Sonic Symphony in October. Hey! Hope you enjoy your time at the Symphony, man. Hope you enjoy your time. I'm going to be going to the Symphony in Philadelphia when that comes around. So I hope to see you guys there. I was going to go to the New York one. I'm sorry, I had to back out of that one. but I will be going to the one in Philadelphia when the time comes. So go to the Philadelphia show, and your boy will be there.
I'll handle this. Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
Just for the record, he did not come back.
That is very true. Okay, I do want to talk about this. There were some people online talking heavy smack about the animation for his.
I don't like it. It's way too exaggerated.
I think what it is for me is maybe the hands, like I think that's maybe, but it's not. It's its own. It's like I feel like it's a stylized choice. I don't know.
It's definitely the hands, and it's also just how like big his strides, like how like far apart his strides are. Feel a little bit too.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I also feel like though, animation wise though, if he was like, I don't know, like this, would that be weird if he's going that? I mean, maybe not. It doesn't look that bad. I don't know. I think people. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. People were like picking it apart. I think it's fine. It's its own thing. It's the same. There's something you got to keep in mind, though, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it being its own thing doesn't make it invincible towards about like looking.
No, it
bad.
doesn't make it. No.
It
People can
looks
critique
bad.
it. Like obviously critique it.
No, I mean, I just think it looks like bad. Like I can't really.
Oh wow! Tell us more. Tell us more about it. Tell us more about how you think it's bad.
Mutes me.
But no, I was gonna say, because I know people were talking about like the Superstars opening, and I'm actually a defender of the Superstars opening. It's not as good as like the Trio of Trouble, right?
You reckon?
Like it's talking about the Superstars opening, like Trio of Trouble and like that, but like it's different. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sorry, I was tripping.
But no, but now to go to this one, this is incorporating 3D into it, like because a lot of this is there's a lot of 3D in this. Like that's 3D. Like this whole hallway is 3D. You could tell. And I think I think that's what makes this unique though. This is not at all trying to be anything like anything we've had before. This is more like different. And this is made by the people that made the TMNT, right, show, from what I heard. Yeah. And they do a lot of that.
I think that shot is gorgeous. I think that was absolutely
the one with Maria?
The one of Maria zooming out into like the blackening hallway.
Yeah.
That's fucking incredible.
Which TMNT? Oh, really? Wait, y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't know? Wait, oh, surprise people. Yeah, Rise of the TMNT, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rise of TMNT. Yeah, the people that made that worked on this. And you could tell, I saw clips of that show, and it's like, yeah. Now, I do want to go over this. Now, again, we're going through this now because the one we were looking at for that show for that panel was super zoomed in. So this was like kind of undistinguishable when we were watching by this part here. So this is interesting.
Okay.
So yeah, he was about to kill Gerald.
Is it me or does Gerald look like really skinny?
Gerald is skinnier than Eggman. He's not too big.
I thought like in the pictures we saw of him, he was like kind of fat, but maybe I was.
I think that was in SA2s, but since then, Gerald Robotnik. I think it depends
I'm
on.
Opposed to him being fat, being skinny. Sorry, like I feel like that probably was.
So actually, yeah. So SA2, he was relatively skinny. The picture of him in Shadow, he was bigger. And I think it was literally because they just used the same model for Eggman.
Yeah. I think at some point they started just using Eggman's model for.
Yeah, I know in Sonic X though too, they literally made him look like Eggman as well. But in SA2, the original, like this is what he looked like. Like he was not big. You know, he's just a normal dude. You know?
No, he wasn't even that big in Sonic X either. He was a lot slimmer than Eggman. He was still kind of that.
Yeah, he's
I'm
more
curious,
chunky. He's not. Yeah, you know.
Who voiced Gerald Robotnik in SA2?
In SA2, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have not the slightest clue. Yo, Kai Studios, thanks so much, man.
It occurred to me that in like SA1, there needed to be a voice for like Pac-Man and stuff.
Sam, I believe the entire thing is 3D cell shaded like Hi-Fi Rush. Well, everything but the characters. I think, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I agree.
Oh my god. Mark Biaggi voiced Gerald Robotnik. If you don't know who Mark Biaggi is, he was the voice of Vector in Sonic Heroes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's new information to me. That is new information. But yeah, this shot, dude, y'all, oh my god. This is where, like, look, there's one thing I'm really hoping from this, is something that we didn't really get too much of in all the other shorts we've had. We had a little bit of it in the Frontiers prologue, is just fight scenes that, like, kind of last. Now, the Frontiers one was a good one with Knuckles. That one did do a pretty good job. But I want, like, an extended fight scene, like an actual, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's also why people mentioned, like, this does feel lower budget than the other stuff we've had. I
don't think that though. I don't think that. Because like everything here has been choreographed beautifully. The visuals have been
That's the
stunning.
thing. It does look stunning. I wish Evan was back because he could probably explain it better than me, because he did explain this in his video. And he's an artist and he animates and he gets this more than me. But there are artists that are saying this is lower budget than it looks lower budget than what we've had in the past. But that's not an indication of a bad thing, because this is 3 episodes. 3 episodes. So what they're prioritizing isn't necessarily putting all the budget in a short thing. They're making something that might be a little bit longer. It might be more narrative focused. And they might have a lot of action. Now, I'm just saying, again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what people are saying online, how people have been describing it. I honestly think this looks beautiful. This is still in terms of lighting, and I personally like the 3D element, cell shaded 3D element. I think it adds to it. I think it's just a next evolution of these animations. It's its own thing. And it's super cool.
Guys, if you don't know, Sega actually pay Sam to say this stuff. They actually pay him money to make his opinions for him.
Yes, if I have a negative opinion, I stop getting paid. So I have to.
And rightfully so, really, like when you think about it.
I'm fucking with you, chat. But yeah, that right there. Oh my god. See, it's so funny because in the zoomed in version at the panel, all of this was like really hard to see because I didn't really understand the visual, like what we were looking at, because it was so zoomed in. But yeah, this, like, these keyframes, like this, holy shit, make that a poster. Like, make this a poster, please. You know? Yeah. Yeah. This shit looks so clean. This shit looks so clean. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, when is the first episode supposed to come out?
I don't think they announced that. I think it's literally just later. I don't know. My guess is obviously probably shortly before the game.
Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings is such a mouthful. They should have just called it Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings.
Oh, yeah,
because they call it Shadow Generations in other material.
Yeah.
So like I don't know why, because they split the logo in half.
Episode. This is going to be a series. Yeah, no, there's 3 episodes. That's
like a mini series, but like I reckon these will be like 6 minutes, like 5-6 minutes long. I don't think they're going to be very long.
Yeah, no, but that's why why a lot of these animators were talking about. That's what that budget thing I was talking about. Like, even though it still looks good, there are people saying it looks lower budget, but that's not a bad thing. It might be longer than what we've had before. This is just a
like
teaser.
A movie poster.
Just to keep in mind, too, this is a teaser, and this teaser was 1:50. So I think, like, 6 minutes is probably right, or 5 minutes, something like that.
Chat, you too can be cool as Shadow the Hedgehog if you decide to donate $12 every day to the stream to Stand Procrastinates. That way you can affirm that you'll be exactly like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this, huh?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Why are you like this?
I'm just trying to help you out, man. Just trying to do good by you. So I don't know what your problem is.
Nope, not lower budget. It doesn't look lower budget though.
It definitely is lower budget.
Well,
That's the point,
I'm just explaining.
Resources.
Okay, I am going to say this as slowly as possible. I am just saying what people are saying on Twitter. I'm not saying, from my personal opinion, it looks lower budget. I'm just saying people on Twitter are saying each keyframe is not as high of detail as they usually do. By say, like, the Knuckles one. The Knuckles, I think fuck it, I'm blowing it up. I just feel like I gotta show.
First of all, the Knuckles one was fully 2D animated, which is a lot more expensive than doing 3D animation as a sort of
100%. Well, yeah, that's something to keep in mind. That's the thing. I don't think people are realizing that everything is 3D except the characters. 3D is always cheaper than 2D. Always. This
Shadow
is
3D,
so much more expensive. This is so much more expensive. But I think the thing I wanted to mention, for example, right here, are the keyframes. You're repeating Twitter.
Oh my god, shut up.
Are we okay? Like, holy fuck. I'm talking about, like, it's not like the people aren't valid because they said it on Twitter. I'm just saying, yes, they do have a point. The keyframes here are not as detailed as it was before. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. In fact, that could be a good sign. We might have an actual a short that is of actual length. We're actually going to have a short that has actual length to it, and probably really good choreographed fight scenes. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Less detail
where
in these keyframes,
right, like, yeah, you can clearly see. Look at this, like this. Yeah, like this. That's clearly.
Fine. No one's gonna see.
That's fine. This is a style. It's a style. It's a style. It's a style. I'm talking about the style. Yeah, no, these definitely have a lot more details in the keyframes. But again, it's also, this fight is also 20 seconds long. I would not be surprised if this one is longer or has more choreographed movements. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is going to be sick. And it looks sick. This shot too. The fact that, like, all the glass breaking and it blanketed that's fucking awesome.
It's impressive, but it's a lot more understandable.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's probably a 3D model.
Yeah.
It's definitely a 3D model.
I don't look.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
I don't blame anyone in chat for, like, jumping on the defense train, because when I mention it's lower budget, people are probably thinking, "Holy shit, are you talking shit?" No, I'm not.
I think you did a good enough job explaining why you're not saying that. I feel like anything after that is just like.
Yeah, no, we're just ignorance. It's literally we're just talking about what we're seeing with our eyeballs. Yeah, no, it even if it is lower in quote unquote quality for each keyframe, again, that's not an indication of a bad thing. We might have a longer series ahead of us. In fact, do you guys remember Sonic Mini Adventures? Those, remember how we had a lot of those, like, really funny frames? People would make memes out of them. Well, that's because those were actually decent length.
Also stylistic.
Those were stylistic, but those also focused on length as well. That's why this is a good indication that this short might not be just 2 minutes long. Like, we're talking about something like it's episodic, so we might actually have an actual 5-minute long mini show to watch for each episode, which is a good thing. I would rather there be a longer show with a narrative than a super short, high pack thing, because we always get those. So this is going to be something different. Yeah, Evan's not here anymore, but I can. Evan explains it way better than I did. So fuck it. Mardiculous. That's not Mardiculous.
That's Mark. The same thing literally happened to me the other day.
Why?
Because I was looking up Mardiculous and I forgot how
Yeah.
to spell it. So
Evan will describe it. Here we go.
Super excited by the fact that we get to see more of Shadow's life on the Ark with Maria and Gerald, and obviously the elephant in the room, Emerald, is back, and he is part of the lore. Finally, we get to visualize that moment and the things that went on in the Ark, and I'm super excited by this. Obviously, Emerald versus Shadow happened in the lore. That is incredible, and I want to see it happen, and I'm excited to see it happen. Let me just talk about more things that I'm excited about, because, you know, we want to be excited together as Sonic fans. We don't want to be downers. So, let's talk about some of the things while the animation is playing. So, the voice acting. Kirk Thornton's performance has improved so much now that he's been given the opportunity to do dramatic scenes. Let's go. I have preferred portrayals of the character, but he is resonating with me now. Sound design and lighting.
Same thing. I agree.
Dramatic story, and this is stuff that we do not normally see in these.
That's what I was saying. Like his
Again,
voice
brand
sounds
new stuff
the best
that we've
it's
seen
been
from
for me.
this new team that we're getting. So I love the new things they're bringing to the table, and obviously the special effects. You're about to see it as Shadow and Emerald begin the battle, but the special effects, whatever characters clash and do things, it's basically the energy beams that come off right there. Is incredible. Once again, we haven't seen things like that as the wind comes off. However, I do want to talk about some things that I wished we saw. Now, I want to start as I switch here and make a comparison to a piece of media that I watch. Now, you know I like Dragon Ball, so I'm going to compare it to Dragon Ball. So, there was two...
Which, speaking of which, I'm still going through Dragon Ball right now.
Perfect for this situation.
Loving it.
Dragon Ball Super Broly and Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Now, Dragon Ball Super Broly had segments that had 3D models meant to emulate the 2D drawings.
Can you type his name in the chat, please? I'll just link to this. Which you guys should follow Evan. He's been making content like every single day. I'm not even joking. He's actually been making content every day, and I'm happy about that. He's doing a good job.
He's in the stream like every time.
Now,
can you put his name in the chat?
that movie, Goku turns Super Saiyan Blue, and he basically there's a whole fight sequence immediately after that. Getting people.
It's not spoilers. I know about the Dragon Ball stuff. I'm experiencing it for myself though. Trust me, it's not a spoiler.
And the fan reception was pretty not great for that one. So these comparisons that I'm showing you are basically.
Dude, I just subscribe to everyone.
Yeah, and he explains it very well here, by the way.
Like the Dragon Ball franchise did in Dragon Ball Super Superhero, where
it's the Tails channel guy. No, it's Mardiculous. He was Mardiculous before Tails channel.
In my opinion, I think this needs more corrections. I've tried to match up these examples from Dream Team and the Knuckles prologue to just show you.
Oh, he's a Dragon Ball nerd. Ugh, brother, you are in the Sonic fan base. 95% of these people also watch Dragon Ball. What? What are you talking about?
Because you can just see it. It's one of those things where I don't really need to talk to.
That's part of the reason why I'm getting into Dragon Ball. It's because I'm a Sonic fan. I liked Sonic, and I, as association, like Dragon Ball. It's the same thing.
Because if I do, I actually run the risk of making less sense. Just look at the clashing of the two characters. But this scene specifically, that clash stayed on screen way longer in that animation because they're proud of it. This scene, it was really hard to capture.
But it's a stylistic choice, and which he talks about. The keyframes are different. Now that's maybe I didn't describe it well, which I'm not great because when I say lower budget, maybe people are like, "Whoa, you're talking shit." No, it's a stylistic choice. I guess a better way to describe it is maybe okay. I'll correct myself. It's a stylistic choice. It's just different, you know. And it's an indication of it could be a longer thing.
Doesn't struggle with, but again, because it's using 2D animations that maybe are really hard to do in that stylized way, they can't do the action. So basically what I'm asking for is Dragon Ball Super Superhero is a good blueprint for the best of
now this part, I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't watch that.
I even want to talk about
Dragon
how
Ball.
Prime even did that, right?
I will say that too, by the way. As much as I did give Prime, rightfully so, I will say, I did like their fight. Like their fight choreography in Prime was good. I wish there was meaning behind the fights. I felt like a lot of the fights just happened and I didn't really care or was invested. But Prime did have good fight scenes and really good choreography and really great animation for it. Seriously, Prime. That is something Prime really does have going for it.
It doesn't look like out of place. And even Prime does stylized stuff. So obviously this like hybrid between 2D and 3D is possible. And these keyframes, this keyframe stayed on screen for a long time. It's a strong keyframe.
Yeah.
And that is definitely 2D design sensibilities. That is definitely exaggerated perspective. And that happens a lot in Prime. They totally bent Shadow's quills to look good for that shot.
That's another shot too. Yeah, he brings up a good point too. This is something I love and something I really wish the games did. Because if you looked at this shadow model probably from like where this tree is, it would look goofy as shit. But they manipulate it in a way where it looks good from the perspective of where we're watching it now. And that's the whole point of it, which I like when they do that. Jamie Manning's shadow is more similar to Sasuke than Vegeta, to be honest. I don't know what that first name is. I'm only on episode. I just finished the Frieza saga in Dragon Ball Z. I'm going through it. Which, by the way, chat, I am going through it. Like the original Dragon Ball took me like months to finish. I just finished. Wait, did I say it wrong? What? It's Naruto. I will never watch Naruto in my life. I'm just gonna be real with you. I will never watch Naruto. Naruto is like, I gotta take off work. I need to probably enter retirement before I start watching Naruto. Wait. Is it Sasuke? I'm sorry. Dude, I didn't read. Dude, fuck, chat. It's Sasuke. Okay, I'll be honest. I've heard that name before. I just never seen it spelled out. Fuck. You know, I will never watch Naruto in my life. I just will never. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know. One Piece, isn't that like 1,000 episodes? Fucking American. Brother, Cade, listen, dude. First off, I am. So the education system has fucking failed me. We're talking about Sonic, chat. Jesus Christ. All right. Damn. I'm sorry I didn't see that name spelled before, okay? I'm sorry.
And so basically what I'm saying, I'm wondering, is this
subscribe to Evan.
Idea?
I'm done. Subscribe to Evan. Jesus fuck. I don't know. Point is, this looks great. It's its own thing. All right, damn. Link to there. You subscribe to him. He makes good videos. Okay, Jesus Christ. Maria, you're gonna get shot. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry. Oh God. It's the tomato sauce. That is true. It is tomato sauce coming from the nose. Y'all, Sam's tweaking. Only on the weekends, buddy. Only on the weekends. Apology is accepted. You got that right. You guys, I don't know why you fucking watch me. I'll be real. I think I'm the biggest dumbass on planet Earth. I don't know how I'm here. I'll be honest with you. Just genuinely, I don't know. Sam, it's Wednesday. Brother, the moment I left school, the weekends, the time, my sense of time is shit. It's gone. None of it matters. Genuinely, none of it does. I don't know if anyone knows, like, I know Chomix made a video on this, by the way. Not on this, but like on the whole lore of Shadow. I'm trying to think though, what was the reason for Emerald attacking Gerald? Is this that accident on the arc that is the cause for Gun to raid it later on? I don't know. Somebody in the chat tell me. Or was that the Bio Lizard? I think it was, I don't know. I think it was up for interpretation. You're unflappable, Sam? What the fuck does that mean? Emerald got activated. Alright. Gun made him like that? Card from Gun. Sam's Freaky Station? What are you talking about? The hell? Oh, by the way, chat, what was this? Chat, they... Alright, I'm just gonna question something real quick. They made a whole ass golf cart. They made a whole custom Sonic golf cart. I think that's crazy. Right? Am I the only one that think that's crazy? Also, that dude, you're driving on the grass. Like, come on, get... What is the point of this? I'm questioning they're literally in people's backyards. There's houses right there. How rich do you have to be to live on a golf course like that? Like this, literally your backyard is an active golf course. Like what, how, what? They brought the whole shit. They brought this whole thing here. Like, that's crazy. Sam, are you jealous? Fuck yeah, I am. Are you kidding? They made a whole Sonic thing with a custom Sonic golf cart and snacks. And you know who got to enjoy it? Motherfucker, yes, I'm jealous as fuck. What? I got khakis, I got a belt, I can look like a golfer? What the fuck? Like, what? Yeah. I need that shirt. Why don't I got a shirt? They have chili dogs. What the fuck is this? The king... what is that? There's a QR code, motherfucker. Give me a sec. Hold on. How are we just not gonna talk about the $1 million fucking Sonic thing right there? Who has the money for this? Hang on, it's loading. Very slowly, though, but it is loading. That's why I'm laughing at it, though. Who's this event for? Like, it's so tight. I don't get it. Yeah, let me see here. Boom, click that. Let's go. Take me to the thing. It's not loading. Do you guys have this thing loading? This QR code? I'll make it bigger for y'all. Scan that. Is that working? Because it's just loading for me constantly. It's not. How much is it? Somebody tell me how much. Oh, wait, it's loading now. Wait, it just brought me to Fear Shadow. Wait, what? It just took me to the Sonic X Shadow website. What? Hold on. That wasn't even it. King Ice. Let's say I have a small loan of $1 million. And I go on King Ice's thing and I look up the King Ice Sonic statue. How much is it? What are we talking here? Hold on. No, hold on, Sonic. We're doing something. It's not even like a small, like we're talking, like that is huge. How much is that? Is it even for sale? What? Where is it? Shop. Brother, Sonic. What the fuck? It's not even here. This shit is so expensive. It's not even on their website. The floor he's on has jewels on it. Check out more. Sonic Shadow. Okay, that's all just about the game. I'm just saying though. I am mad. they got the whole. They have a whole thing. I didn't go to the Sonic Cafe yet either. I gotta do that. They have chat. How do you make your own custom Sonic cart and not invite a single Sonic content creator here? How do you do that? I could learn how to golf. I played Wii Golf. Like, I could do it, you know? I'm just saying. Sam is a beautiful potato. A beautiful, jealous potato. I'm a Sonic fan. Yeah. The fuck? What else does Sonic have? What else do they do here? What do y'all do? Let's just stalk their page. By the way, top 10 shadow moments. Hope you guys liked that. I helped out on that one. It was cool. Did y'all agree with it? Did y'all have a problem with this? I don't know. I never asked my chat their opinions about the shadow top 10. Kind of.
Hedgehog, baby, the ultimate life form.
I didn't watch it, brother. Y'all lock in.
Had many iconic moments in the Sonic series. To celebrate the year of Shadow, we wanted to
Lock
share
in.
a top 10 of our favorite Shadow the Hedgehog moments. This list will only cover his game appearances. But if we missed your favorites from other media, or if you think one should rank higher, leave a comment. There's no time to waste. Let's get moving! Number 10, Maria saving Shadow from Sonic Adventure 2. Over 50 years ago, the space colony Ark was infiltrated by GUN, the Guardian Units of Nations, to capture Professor Gerald Robotnik and conceal Project Shadow. During the raid, Shadow's best friend, Maria, was fatally wounded by a GUN soldier. Before helping Shadow escape and passing on, Maria urged him to help the people of Earth and to give them a chance to be happy.
People are wondering what the movie. Why does the narrator sound like Sonic? It's Evan.
Shadow,
It's Evan, bro.
You can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world.
Setting the stage for the events of Sonic Adventure 2 and beyond. Number 9.
So
Sonic
people
and
were
Shadow's
wondering
final battle.
why this one was ranked lower. Because this is like the thing, right? I think the way, which by the way, it's not just me, by the way. I didn't just put, it was that people put their 2 cents into it where everything should be. But I think my mindset, why I actually agree with this placement is because I think I'm looking at like the action of what's actually happening at that moment, right? Because this is significant. But Shadow's not really doing anything. This is more like Maria. So it's there because it's significant, but Shadow himself is not doing much. You know what I mean? And people were wondering why it was lower, you know?
Sonic and Shadow's final
That's just my
battle
thoughts.
from Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic nears the Eclipse Cannon when he's intercepted by none other
And
than
same with this
Shadow.
one.
They exchange in one of the most famous conversations in gaming history before fighting once again.
I think same with this one too. And people were at first, when I remember watching like reaction, I think even Fidel, he's like, wait, why is this so low? But then as the video progressed, he's like, wait, okay, that kind of makes sense. It's because, yeah, we're kind of balancing it based off Shadow, actual Shadow, what he's actually doing in these cutscenes. Even though this is cool and iconic, in the end, he's just kind of running and talking. You know what I mean? But it's still, I mean, I will say though, making a top 10 of any moment in any character is hard to sell. Because there's so many cool moments.
Number 8, Shadow using Chaos Control on the Black Comet from Shadow the Hedgehog. In this thrilling climax to the battle between Super Shadow,
and I think this one too, I think people often forget how sick this is.
And Devil Doom, Shadow uses Chaos Control to teleport the Black Comet into the path of the space colony.
He nopes it out of the world.
Then obliterated by the Eclipse Cannon.
I think that is so much more badass than the last one. Even though the last one is iconic and more people have seen it, this is raw, like you mentioned. He teleported a whole comet in front of the Ark to get shot by the thing the aliens were trying to steal in the first place. That shit's sick.
Number 7, Shadow.
And then this, this is sick.
At White Acropolis. Shadow joins Gunn and infiltrates Dr. Eggman's base at White Acropolis in order to assist Rouge the Bat in her mission.
Oh, he is so cool! He just used Jude's face as a spring!
Number 6, Motorcycle Mayhem from Shadow the Hedgehog. The opening of the Shadow the Hedgehog game is incredible and sets the tone for the rest of the adventure. At one point, Shadow crashes a stolen motorcycle into a group of the Black Arms Army. Did you know that a motorcycle inspired by Shadow was even built in real life to celebrate the year of Shadow?
I'm gonna steal it.
Number 5, Shadow's first Chaos Control from Sonic Adventure 2. Depending on whether you played the hero story first in Sonic Adventure 2, this was many people's first introduction to Shadow, and was also Sonic's first time meeting him.
I really hope we get a remake, bro.
Thanks to his mysterious...
We need a remake of SA2 simply because it's so hard to hear these characters talk.
Wow, he's fast.
These cutscenes are just...
Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald.
My name's Shadow.
I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for games. Farewell.
Where's that darn 4th Shadow moment? Oh wait, here it is. Shadow roundhouse kicking Silver from Sonic the Hedgehog 2000.
This shit's funny. I don't care what anyone says. I love this moment. This is literally one of the most badass moments Shadow has ever done, because this is one of the moments where you realize, oh fuck, wait a minute. Shadow has a Chaos Emerald and can do Chaos Control almost any time he has that emerald. Theoretically, no one should be able to ever touch Shadow. And this cutscene is like letting you know that. It's almost like a fourth wall break. Like, wait a minute. He has the ability to... What? Brother, you think you're going to touch me?
2006.
It's so funny.
Chaos Control!
That shit, like, it's goofy, but it's so, like...
But this moment...
Like, brother...
So awesome.
And it's also funny, too, because when you think about it, Shadow does this again, but for Infinite. Infinite tries to sneak up on Shadow, punch him. Shadow's like, psych, no one can sneak up on me. I can stop time, motherfucker. This shit's so cool!
I hope your head's okay. You! Number 3, Faker from Sonic
Of
Adventure
course,
2.
right.
Do
Yeah.
we even have to explain this one? You've probably had this cutscene memorized for years. Truly, one of the most iconic moments in gaming history.
I found you, Faker. Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me?
Ha! I always think about that Sonic short where he's like physically eating those words.
I will fight
this, yeah.
From Sonic the Hedgehog 2006.
This is. I really do agree with the order of this. I mean, I helped make it, but I really do agree with this because, like, Sonic 06, you come to realize too, and especially while making this list, you realize the amount of Shadow moments is so hard to come by before, like, after 06. There really isn't much. Like, he's in the storybook games, and he was in Forces, but there's not really a moment in those games. Arguably, maybe the Infinite fight, but even then, I feel like that one was just kind of like not as iconic. You know what I mean? As anything on this list.
The Dark. Shadow.
But you come to realize, like, this is why we needed Sonic X Shadow to come back, because Shadow needs, like, that rejuvenation, you know?
For the first time.
This should have been number 1. What the fuck? No. I mean it's purely based off choice. It's totally based on your prerogative, your opinion. You know what I mean?
Best lines ever.
I like this, but I do think I mean, this is sick, but I think the whole sacrifice thing with SA2 is, you know, that's number one. That's just my opinion. And a lot of people actually share that opinion too.
And now, here are a few honorable
These are just honorable mentions. I know people were like, wait, what? Heroes? No, I get it.
Who am I?
Just honorable mentions.
Why can't I
And this is
remember?
because there's so many moments. It's so hard to fit them all in the top 10. There's so many moments.
Is that so? Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
Hey, that's my line.
Leave this one to me.
Of course.
Shadow, what are you doing?
I'll take care of this while you run to get the Chaos Emeralds.
Number 1. Shadow's Sacrifice. From Sonic Adventure 2. After fulfilling his promise to Maria, Shadow makes the ultimate sacrifice. After he and Sonic defeat the final hazard and stop the space colony...
Yeah, no, it makes sense that this is number 1. At least in my opinion. Because this really is, like, Shadow being, like, ready to sacrifice himself for humanity. Like, that's, you know... Can't really beat that.
Maria,
you know?
This is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
This moment's good but overrated? I think that's just your opinion. Because, I mean, I don't know. Look, I don't think it's overrated because Shadow was actually meant to die here. They brought him back because marketing reasons, but he was meant to actually die here. This isn't overrated. This is not overrated. Shadow literally dies here. He was willing to sacrifice himself. Now, he came back from retroactive writing, but he sacrificed himself. Like, that's peak. You know, that's just my thoughts.
Right? This is my promise I made to you.
Don't worry, though. He doesn't stay gone long.
Yeah.
These moments and many more define what makes Shadow such a memory.
Yeah. But no, that was a fun video to help make. That was cool. Y'all, I think I'm gonna call it there. Let me check the meme pages and the fan art. But I think I'm gonna call it there because I'm getting tired and I do have a good amount of stuff I need to work on. Just make some improvements. Yo, FAM, this looks amazing, dude. Shout out to you, dude. This looks amazing. Thank you so much for that. Cameron, what's up? Hey Sam, just got off work. Notice you are watching the best Shadow moment vids. I want to recommend a short animation. It's called Shadow Locks In. Let me look here.
Fine if my powers won't work. How about fisting? I mean punching.
How copyrighted is this on a scale of 1 to 10?
I didn't know we were fighting for real. Ow.
That kind of hurt.
Fuck, what the hell is your problem?
Don't fuck with me. I've got the power of God, anime, and dead friends on my side.
Cameron, thank you so much. Thank you, Cameron. Hope work was good, bro. I'm sorry to say this, though, but I'm actually ending it off right here. Shout out to Cameron. Dude, heart spam in the chat, dude. Very generous donation, dude. Thank you so much. Holy shit, I missed something so long ago. Danger 420. Been 5 months. Man, I missed June 30th, my birthday. We rented out that theater and watched Sonic Movie 2 and jammed out to Stars in the Sky. Yo, nice, man. That sounds super fun. You rented out a whole theater? Yo, I need to do that. I need to rent out a theater. How do I do that for free, though? That sounds sick. Thank you so much, Danger 420. Darren Gerald. Yeah, there's a whole diary by Gerald in Sonic Battle. Yes, we know, Grumble Mumble. We actually read that diary while I was playing Sonic Advance 3. After I played Battle, we played Advance 3, and David the Lurker read that diary on stream, and we all experienced it, and it's super cool. And it's cool that they're diving into that diary, seemingly in that animation. Yeah. No, it's sick, it's sick, it's sick. me see here. Out of context went crazy today. What is this? You will forget Sonic Chronicles. No, I will not. This is what we were referencing with that comic. Hold on. Sonic, I don't like the look of this place. I don't much like the look of your face. Am I complaining? What a dick. Why is he such a dick? Sonic's an asshole. He's a bully. Sonic is Tails' 13th reason. I don't know. Holy shit. He destroyed him. He killed him. Why would he do that? Okay. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to end it off there. And I will see you guys, hopefully Friday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I did talk to Beats. Apparently, now, this is not a promise. It's something I'll think about, though, because it'll take a lot to set up. If I can't do it, either way, we are starting Sonic Rush next week, by the way, chat. Keep that in mind. But we might be doing Project Sonic 06, streamer versus chat. I'll have to see if I could get that set up by then. If not, we'll do something else, and I'll save that for another time. But we might do that. There is like a thing Beats told me about, so we'll see if we could do that. And I'll fight you guys, and I'll beat you guys. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, it was fun, chat. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great night. Super fun stream. Thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate all of you guys, and I appreciate you guys just letting me do this every single day. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. And yeah. Peace.